Hey guys, it's time for my main event review, the episode that aired Halloween night, October 31st. Let's get right into it. Very interesting difference here between this week's episode and the past is that Michael Cole and JBL this week, they're not in the ring talking about the featured match. Instead, they're at the announcer's table talking about it, which I found very interesting. Maybe because it was a six-man tag. I'm not really sure. We'll have to see how it goes in the future. So as we get the introductions in for the teams, we do get a video package on Alberto Del Rio, which is one thing that they've kept going consistently, which I enjoy. So it's Alberto Del Rio and the primetime players against Rey Mysterio, Sin Cara, Randy Orton. This is tough. I guess this was an okay to good match. I wasn't going crazy like Michael Cole and JBL and Matt Striker were with this match. It just seemed like your normal six-man tag match. Although the last couple of minutes had a good ending. I really liked that, and I'll get into that right now. Randy Orton gets the hot tag, goes after Del Rio, beating up Del Rio really good, hits that DDT from the second rope, and then as he's going for the RKO, the primetime players attack Randy Orton. Sin Cara springboards off the top rope, hits a dropkick on O'Neal, and that sends O'Neal to the floor. And then Mysterio catches Darren Young, sort of does a Hurricane Rana over the top, sends Darren Young to the floor. Then Sin Cara comes back, hits a Hurricane Rana on Del Rio that puts Del Rio on the ropes. Mysterio runs, hits the 619, and then Randy Orton hits the RKO. It just was done so well. It really was done so well. I got to give him credit for that. The ending was really good. Orton, Sin Cara, Rey Mysterio win. And then after the match, and I don't know if this has happened on any other show or pay-per-view, but Sin Cara speaks. Even though it's in Spanish, Sin Cara speaks, which I found very amusing. And Rey basically says that their goal is to be the tag team champions. So, and then after the commercial, we come back. Josh Matthews is with the primetime players. They're saying, we may have lost the match. We weren't the ones that got pinned. And then Del Rio comes after, and instead of going after his own teammates, he went after Orton, saying to watch out on SmackDown. And then they go into the whole AJ, John Cena, Vicky Guerrero storyline. I'm not going into that. I'm just not. So we then go to our other match, Wade Barrett against Tyson Kidd. And for the amount of time that they were given, this was a good match. This really was. I prefer this one over the six-man myself. It seems like Tyson Kidd is one of those guys that if you put him with anybody, he can have a good match with. That's what I like about Tyson Kidd. A good example is the NXT review that I did for that same night, October 31st, when he fought Antonio Cesaro. Had a very good match. Same here with Wade Barrett. A lot of good wrestling all around. The end of the match comes. Tyson Kidd hits that kick on the Wade Barrett. And then Kidd goes into the ring. He's about to attempt a dive. And as he's about to jump, Barrett punches him, knocks him out, and then hits him with his elbow, which is called the souvenir. Gets the 3 count and the victory. And then after that, Wade Barrett gets on the mic and he starts talking about Sheamus. How if Wade Barrett had the opportunity for the World Heavyweight title, he would have been champion instead of Big Show. And then this brings out Sheamus, and basically you got your whole Sheamus challenges Wade Barrett to a match next week on Main Event, which will be in England, I do want to mention. And then Barrett and Sheamus start to fight. Sheamus attempts the Brogue Kick, but Wade Barrett moves out of the way, and that's basically it. It sets up your next main event. All in all, this was a good episode. I really liked Wade Barrett and Tyson Kidd. That was a very good match. Six-man, like I said, it was okay, but I really enjoyed the ending. It was a very good, compelling ending to that six-man match. And, I think for right now, I like the announced team of Michael Cole and JBL a little bit more than Michael Cole and Miz. I think Miz has to get more comfortable into that commentating position, into that commentating situation. He really does. I'm not saying that he's the worst, but he's really got to get comfortable. JBL, when you know he's there, even though he's going to say some crazy crap, it doesn't matter what it is, you're going to get good commentary from him. So, I'm sure they're going to be switching back and forth. Have Miz do a couple of weeks, and JBL may do a week or two, then go back to Miz, and then go back to JBL, and I'm sure they're going to do that. But all in all, I thought this was a good episode. Really build up well for the next episode with Sheamus and Wade Barrett. Should be a very interesting match. They've been having a lot of matches as of late between the two, so I can't wait. That should be a good match. And that's my review of Main Event, the Halloween episode, as next week, or the next episode I should say, it's Sheamus and Wade Barrett.